To be honest, I've been feeling this sort of feeling. A lot of people experience it, but I'm gonna fully break down how I've been dealing with it during these past few weeks. This has been starting since around mid-July now, since we're in August. And the truth is, I've just been dealing with a lack of motivation. And it's something that a lot of people deal with, but it's been this sort of downward spiral that's been happening over these past couple of weeks. Honestly, I can't even really tell if it was about maybe just overworking, or perhaps maybe I'm just not getting results, and honestly it might just be a mixture of both, because frankly, my favorite word that everyone flames me about, it's just been a ton of things that have all added up to one, sort of like making a recipe and then just getting the final recipe, or getting just a lot of ingredients and getting the recipe at the end. Some things that contributed a lot to this would be sleeping a lot, because if I'm not monitored on how I sleep, I've taken some extreme measures with my sleep. I completely destroyed my bed, which is not good in the long run, but now I'm just sleeping on the floor, and before I was getting 9 hours of sleep, which is good in most people's books, but I can't have that as an entrepreneur because I have other responsibilities besides business, as I hate to say it, and other things that I have to do, such as get groceries for the family, or going outside, or something that I can't say on YouTube, but there's just a lot of things that I have in my life, and if I'm sleeping 9 hours a day, I only have maximum 15 hours of work time, and I'm trying to hit 12-hour days. How am I supposed to do that if I only have 15 hours of open time that I'm available if I'm awake? So that's one thing. I was sleeping a lot, so I fixed that by breaking the bed, and now I only sleep around maybe 5, maybe 6 hours, which I'm completely fine with. Another thing that I dealt with, or had the problem with a lot recently, was the fact that I reinstalled TikTok. And normally my TikTok feed is pretty decent, and it's just mostly um Emangaji videos, or there's a streamer called Tamari Sims. Hello, my name is Tamari Sims, and some clips of him, and it's generally not that bad, but I get so sucked into TikTok, and it's not like Instagram either, because I used to hate scrolling on Instagram, and I was like, I'm so good, I don't even scroll. Well, no, it's not because I never scrolled, or I was too good for it. It was just because I didn't get the right content on my feed. And now that I have, 50% of it is good work, and Tamari Sims does sometimes talk about working hard and achieving your dreams and stuff, so maybe 55%. But frankly, all my feed is just trash, so I completely deleted TikTok. And I completely deleted Instagram, except for when I'm sending video outreaches in my funnel that I have. By the way, if you want that funnel on how to get quality clients within your agency, feel free to click the link in the description. It has a full board on what you need to do, step by step. I guarantee you'll get client success by this. Click the link Click the link in the description below. I'll see you there. Another thing that I want to mention that is something that I eliminated throughout my journey of being unmotivated, and now I'm getting back into that flow state of working 12-hour days consistently, is I've eliminated lust fully. Now, I completely am transparent about what I do and everything, because I want to document my journey fully for anyone who's watching, and you can laugh all you want, I don't care, because I know everyone, or not everyone, most people, 90% of people are going through the exact same things. Lust, girls, being unmotivated, etc. Failing in your business, And I want to be completely transparent. I used to deal with that kind of lust and that kind of category of stuff and I engaged in it around every 4 or 5 days, which I've heard isn't bad, but I want to cut it out fully. I'm normally a very disciplined man, and that kind of stuff doesn't really get to me. And now I've just been completely coastline for, what has it been, almost a month now? No, no. Almost 2 weeks now. Yeah. And the thing is, when you have a driving force in your life in which you have a goal, it is very hard to fall back into that thing because you realize it's just cheap dopamine in the first place, you know? And what's crazy is that I have not felt the urge to do anything of that sort. Look at lustful pictures, um, jacking off or any of that sort of deranged things ever since I've realized the true things that will bring me happiness, which is succeeding in my business, hitting the hours, and not even succeeding. Like, what does succeeding mean? Which is, what succeeding means to me isn't the fact whether you have wins or not, it's just showing up in the first place. Because showing up again and again and again breeds success. And that's what you truly want at the end of the day. You want compounded wins. You want things you can look at. You want KPIs. And all in all, I've just been going through that, and it's important to share it with you all, but I think I finally overcame that. Now, another thing that a lot of people probably won't struggle with, but I had a really big problem with this when I was in this sort of unmotivated space for about 2 weeks, I say. And it was the fact that I kept on looking at what other people were doing at my age, like Iman Gaji, Andrew, can I say his name? The bros, Andrew Bros, the bros, if you know, and other entrepreneurs and what they were doing. And they were having, off days and stuff. And I was like, let me just have an off day. Let me just stay in bed a little bit longer. Yeah, just fuck it, just sleep in a little bit longer. Yeah, just eat what you're not supposed to eat. Fuck it. And eventually, you just keep on going down and down and down until the point where you just lose yourself. And I've started to realize those people who have those successes and are taking breaks are only doing that because they have reached what their goals are in that sort of span time. For example, let's use Iman Gaji as an example, my favorite person that I use, because I really, really look up to him. And hopefully I'll meet up with him one day, and I'll say thank you for everything. But back to what I was saying. If Iman Gaji were to work from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., do you think he would be scrolling on TikTok or texting his friends or being outside, living the I can't do it this nomad life of being on the beach and abusing Facebook Marketplace? Shout out to you know who I'm talking about. And all in all, no, he doesn't do that. He just does it at the end of the day. He just relaxes at the end of the day from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. 3 hours worth of doing whatever he wants. And I've started to take that approach in my life. And I start watching shows after I finish 12-hour workdays. I'll start at around 7:30 I'll start at around 8 a.m. because that's just the perfect time, and I'll end at around 9 p.m. So I'll have around 12 or 11 hours under my belt because I have responsibilities that else I have to do. Like, I keep business 90% of my day, and after 9 p.m., bam, I'm just free till 11, 2 hours to do whatever I want. I'll watch a show or eat dinner with my mom, that sort of thing. And it's important to realize what the important things that you need to do and just do them. Don't leave them till the end of time. And don't leave them till after oh yeah, I'll just do it later. Oh yeah, I have to engage, I have to outreach to 120 people. Just do it later. Just have fun first. No, that's not the life that you need to live in order to be successful. So that's something that I've realized, and improving that has honestly just been one of the biggest things that have changed in being more successful. For someone who's going through this exact same dump where they're having this rough patch in their life where they could be doing more, but rather they're just like scrolling on TikTok, and because the 2025 has honestly been, in this decade, has generally just been a way to grab your attention. That's the main thing that industries, companies use who are under the I don't want to get into conspiracy theories, but what they use to grab your attention. And frankly, you can't let that happen. I don't even keep my phone inside. I don't even keep the phone that I'm using inside this room when I'm working from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. 8 to 3 p.m. I'm not on my phone. I'm literally, I have less than 30 minutes, or when I'm video outreaching, maybe an hour and a half of screen time a day. That's how much dialed in I'm logged in, and that's how much I'll be using that's how much I use my computer to do all of the work that I need to do in the day. So it's important to understand what are the driving factors in your business and what you need to do. If you ever need help in motivation or realizing what you need to do and getting on the right track, feel free to DM me on Instagram right over here. I'm always open to DMs and having chats and even going on calls with you guys. But yeah, and as I always say, walk as if your ancestors are watching, and I'll see you next time.